Good morning, parents and distinguished guests. We're going to get started. We are going to ask you in a few minutes to please stand because at Fort Dix Elementary, we have a tradition where we clap out our fifth graders, and we're going to clap in our military students today. So when you see the students enter the cafeteria, please stand and clap them in, and please remain clapping until the whole entire school has entered the cafeteria. We're going to get started in a few minutes. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. If I could get your attention, please. Please rise at this time as our students enter, and let's give them the biggest clap-in ever. Woo! All right, that was our pre-K classes entering. Let's hear it for our kindergartners. All right. All right, now let's give a warm Fort Dix welcome to our first graders. Up next, our second graders. Woo! More second graders. And our third graders. Our Fort Dix fourth graders. And let's hear it one more time for our fifth graders, because our fifth graders were our helpers. Welcome to Fort Dix Elementary School and our month of the Military Child Assembly, where we are celebrating all of you. Let's hear it one more time. All right, first up, I would like to call up our fabulous principal, Mr. Darvis Holly. Let's hear it for Mr. Holly.
Good morning, boys and girls. All righty. First, I'm going to ask that we rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, good morning and welcome to Fort Dix Elementary School. We have some special guests in attendance with us this morning that I would like to acknowledge. First, I'd like to acknowledge our Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Ms. Lena Gianetti. We also have Chief Master Sergeant Jody Booker, retired U.S. Air Force. And Mr. Booker is also the president of the 20+ Military Retirement Club. And most importantly, we have a very special guest with us today. We have Lieutenant Colonel Megan Hall. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Up next, I would like to welcome our student MCs for this event. We have fifth graders, Brianna Carruthers and Abby Radzevich. Thank you.
Yeah, I can reach it. Good morning and welcome to Fort Dix Elementary School. Welcome special guests and visitors. Thank you for joining us this morning.
We have had a lot of fun over the past month with various events such as our first military ball and the always popular Touch a Truck interactive display. We are concluding the month of the military child with an assembly celebrating us.
Being a military child is special. Abby, what is your favorite part of being a military child?
My favorite part of being a military child is being to move around and meet new friends all over the world.
That sounds exciting.
Brianna, what's your favorite part of being a military child?
My favorite part would also have to be getting to move around and meeting new friends. Did you know that some of our teachers were military children? Mrs. King and Mrs. McBride were military children just like us. Let's hear about some of their experiences and see what advice they have for us.
Mrs. King? Let's hear it for Mrs. King.
Okay. When I first arrived into the world, I was born in Suffolk, England. My father was in the United States Air Force, and he was stationed at RAF Lakenheath. From there, we went to Grand Forks, North Dakota. I was still little, so honestly, I don't have a lot of memories of that. From there, we went to Misawa, Japan. That's where my brother was born. I do remember Japan because there were a lot of earthquakes there, but fortunately, we were all kept safe. From there, we went to Liverpool, England. That's where my mother's side of the family is. We went there because my father had to serve his country in Vietnam. When he returned, we went to Plattsburgh Air Force Base. And after that, my dad retired and we came home to New Jersey, which is my father's home. But I continued in the military with working as a civilian. I went to Fort Drum, New York, in Watertown. And then I went to Berlin, Germany, right when the wall was coming down. I also was in the Netherlands, serving with Allied Forces, Central Europe, and then once again returning back home to New Jersey. So I had a great time traveling all around.
So what advice do you have for military children since you were one yourself?
I would say just take in every moment, enjoy all the different experiences that you have, take lots of photographs. You boys and girls have the luxury of Google Meet and Facebook and Skype and Twitter and Tweeter and Twatter. I didn't have that luxury, but I was able to write letters. So make friends, keep them close, and just stay in touch. Enjoy your journey.
Thank you very much, Mrs. King. Okay, up next, a few words from Mrs. McBride, who was also a military child herself.
I didn't know I was going to have to stand up. My dad was, can you hear me? My dad was in the Air Force. So I was born at Scott Air Force Base in Illinois. And when I was a baby, we moved to Vermont when he got out of the military for a short time. But then he decided to get back in the military, and we then moved to Massachusetts, where my 2 siblings were born. And for a while, we moved back to Vermont again. And then we moved to New York, where my youngest sister was born. And then we moved to England, and we traveled everywhere. And that's where I decided I don't have a camera. I started collecting my thousands of postcards. So that's my advice. Oh my goodness. So I have postcards from all over the world. So if you don't have a camera, you can. After England, we moved to New Jersey. I don't think. So after England, we moved to New Jersey, where I met my husband. And we got married. What is happening? Is it working now? Okay. So I met my husband, which is Mrs. Robertson's nephew. And we lived in Maine, and we got married. And then I have children who grew up in the military also. And while I was married, I moved to Maine, Montana, Wyoming, Massachusetts, Germany, Virginia, and back here when he retired. And now my daughter is married to somebody in the Army, and now my grandkids are Army brats and military children. So that's where I've lived.
So what's your advice for us?
Just like Mrs. King said, enjoy every moment of it. It's an amazing experience. I've lived all over the world. I've tried new foods, and I have quite the postcard collection. And I've actually reconnected with some of my friends on Facebook that I grew up with in England.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your advice. It's nice to know that we have this in common.
To continue the celebration, please welcome Mrs. Hartner's pre-K class singing Grand Old Flag and signing to the song I Like to Go to School. Yes, you can. If you make it, Abby, it should be at your nose. Fine. Right there. There's a giraffe.
Your kids are up next. Micah.
Where's you? Oh, you're not in this class. Where am I? Xavier always says hi to. Where am I?
All right, you guys are gonna go first, and then Ellie, not you go.
Thank you so much, Miss Hartner and friends.
Next, we have second graders Micah, Adeline, and Elanam to tell us why the dandelion is the flower of the military child and why we wear purple.
Let's give our second graders a big welcome.
The dandelion is the official flower of the military child. Just like a military child, this flower puts down roots anywhere.
It is almost impossible to destroy. It is a survivor of many climates. They bloom anywhere, just like us.
Why do we wear purple in April? The color purple is meant to represent the combined colors of the branches of the United States Armed Forces. Blue for Air Force, Space Force, Navy, and Coast Guard. Red for Marine and green for Army.
Me. Say your words.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. You're blue. Abby.
Thank you very much, second graders. At this time, we would like to extend a warm welcome to our keynote speaker, Lieutenant Colonel Megan Hall.
I'm gonna give him the microphone. Yeah, I'm gonna go get the call when it's done.
Okay. Would you like to speak at the podium?
All right. Well, hi, good morning. Yeah. Oh, man, what a great morning to get to celebrate with you guys. Principal Darvis Hawley, thank you so much for letting me come out and be here with all of these heroes in the audience today. As you guys listened to this morning, every April, we are proud to come together to celebrate the month of the military child. And that means celebrating you and everything you've done. Like you, I have two little boys that are about to do their next move. And while we're all nervous and scared, we're excited for all the new friends that we're going to meet. We have more than 1.7 military children serving as heroes in this country. And your contributions to what you guys do does not go unnoticed. We recognize the challenges you face each and every day. Your frequent moves, your hellos and goodbyes to your good friends, and having one or more parents deployed at any given time. Being a military child isn't always easy, but it's a badge of honor, so wear it. The role you help in defending our country is critical. And for that, we want to say thank you. We are so proud of what you guys do each and every day. We would not be able to defend this country without all of your support. We may not say it as much as we should, but you are our heroes, and you are the reason we do what we do every day. You are our future. We're so proud of you, and we know you guys are going to rise to the next level. So on behalf of Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst and the Department of Defense, we all want to salute you and say thank you for being our hero.
Thank you very much for your inspiring words.
In partnership with our school liaisons, Miss Nikki and Miss Angelica, Fort Dix Elementary School was asked to recognize students who represent core values for each of the military branches.
At this time, we would like to welcome our principal, Mr. Hawley, to the stage.
We actually have one of our school liaisons in attendance with us this morning. So when I announce her, I'd like to give her a big round of applause and thank you for all the work she does for us. She's extremely important for our success here at Fort Dix, and that is Miss Nikki Nader. We would like, at this time, when I call your name, I would like for you to come up to the stage. At this time, we would like to recognize Timothy Bulmer for meeting the Coast Guard's core values of honor, respect, and has an inquisitive mind about the world around him. TJ makes his family and school community proud with his silent leadership. Next, we would like to recognize Brianna Carruthers. Brianna has met the Air Force's core values of excellence in all we do, service before Elementary Honor Society. She is an excellent orator, as we've seen today so far, acting as a spokesperson for our informational videos and has hosted our USO show and Read Across America assembly. Brianna spends time on weekends volunteering At this time, we would like to recognize Malaya Carter. Malaya has met the Marine Corps' values of honor, courage, and commitment in her daily life. Malaya is a fourth grade student. She was diagnosed this past year with a lifelong medical condition and has courageously learned how to care for Unfortunately, our next recipient isn't with us. He went home early today. He wasn't feeling well, but we want to recognize him anyway. Kwame Kuman has met the Army's core values of leadership, duty, responsibility,
Mr. Holly, could we invite Kwame's brothers up here to accept the award on his behalf?
Absolutely.
Owen and Liam, come on up.
Come on over. Next, we would like to recognize Abby Razevich. For meeting the Space Force's core values of organizational agility, innovation, and boldness. Abby is a 5th grade student. Abby is also a leader among and did a tremendous job. Abby is the type of student who executes tasks with maturity that is beyond her years. Congratulations, Abby. All right. And last but not least, she's the baby of the bunch. We would like to recognize Lydia Hugan for meeting the Navy's core values of honor, courage, and commitment in her daily life. Lydia is only a 3rd grade student here at Fort Dix Elementary School. She has 5 siblings, all helps out tremendously with all of her younger siblings. Lydia has been a true example of the sacrifices of military children. Congratulations, Lydia.
Thank you so much, Mr. Holly. Congratulations, boys and girls. That was fabulous. Keep doing what you're doing and making Fort Dix proud. Let's hear it one more time. All right, at this time, I know it's been a long time for our preschool friends to be sitting, and we are not asking you to leave, but if teachers, if you would like to go back to your classroom, this is a good stopping point. If you would like to continue with us, that's fine as well. Everybody's good? All right, we're going to keep this moving. I'm going to ask my 3rd graders, Ellie, Bella, and Taylor, come over here to me, please.
I think I'm introducing them. Hey. Can I speak now? Can I speak? Miss Donovan. Do I say it now? Beautiful, or actually, beautiful duo. Let's say that. Say it. I'm like fifth graders help because we want something free.
Up next, let's find out what our third graders had to say about the pros and cons of being a military child. Please welcome Ellie, Bella, and Taylor to the stage. Go ahead.
Being a military child is hard because you mostly need to move a lot. Also, being a military child is special because you get to see a lot of cool airplanes and tanks. And the schools are really, really good, and the teachers are nice. The food is really good, and you get to do fun stuff in school like Innovation Lab and gym. These are the reasons why being a military child is special and hard.
Being a military child is special. It can be both good or bad. One thing that is good is military helps with medical expenses when you need help. The more things that are good is you get more friends when you move. A lot of them. And some bad things are you miss your mom or dad when they are deployed. It can be scary when your mom or dad goes to war. These are the reasons why being a military child is special.
Being a military child is special. One thing that is hard is your parents being deployed. Parents work a lot in the military. Being the new kid at school is also difficult. It's sad not being close to family a lot. Being a military child is also very cool. You get to have your own ID. I feel safe on base. I meet a lot of new kids on base. You get to go to the youth center. You can get free housing. You can help with bills. These are all of the reasons being a military child is so special.
Thank you, ladies. Up next, here to present the book H's for Honor, A Military Family Alphabet, are Mr. Lutz and Miss Winters, fourth graders.
is for Army and Air Force too, for all the armed forces behind you, red, white, and blue.
B. Military kids are known as brats, but far from wild or bad. They serve their country in their own way, just like their mom or dad.
C. The letter C stands for corp, for courage, for character, for commitment, and more.
D. D is for drill sergeant. Making things rough. You'll thank him someday for being so tough.
E. E is for elite forces that train with extra care. They know too well when duty calls, danger may be there.
F. Whenever Americans fight for freedom. F. Whenever Americans fight for freedom, they very quickly learn F is for families, first and foremost, who wait for their return.
G. The Army-Navy football game is a November celebration of the honor and spirit of those who choose to serve the mighty nation.
H. When your country calls, you do your part. H is for honor in the American heart.
I. I is for visit HQ and see the CO. You're surrounded by several officials, MRE and RR, R and R. That's why I is for initials.
J. Jeeps and jets take different routes, but both of them help prove the military can't keep still. It's always on the move.
K. A happy soldier, a happy spouse. Puckle up to be kissed. The happiness they feel because they have been so missed. L. L is for miles L is for miles from months. Oh my, hold on. L is 4 miles from months months on end. There's nothing quite like the letter to catch up on the things at home to make all the soldiers feel better.
M. The military police will keep the base as safe as can be. When you arrive to the entrance gate, the MPs are the first you'll see. N. Above the ocean, beneath the sea, and everywhere in between. N stands for Navy. They may or may not be seen.
O. O stands for military families tend to move across states and borders. The letter O means go pack your bags for you just got new orders.
P. P is for promotion, a cause for celebration. To move along one rank to the next takes drive and dedication.
Q. Q is for quarters, which means your house. Perhaps on government land, Uncle Sam provides you with quarters, but they won't fit in your hand.
R. Rise and shine for the letter R, early every day. R is the sound of reveille heard from miles away.
S. S stands for sacrifice in the special American way of doing what's right for freedom's light to shine on the USA.
T. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Coast Guard, busy as can be. I think you find that teamwork suits them to a T.
U. From Army green to desert brown, from white to navy blue. Our U stands for uniform, grateful, proud, and true.
V. V stands for us. Wait. What? V reminds us of all the soldiers who marched these paths before. Veterans are bound by the gifts of service through time of peace and war.
X. X is for W. W is for women defending our great nation and precious lives. They're all American mothers, sisters, daughters, and wives.
X. X is for PX Exchange, a kind of store, a place you will want to stop. When you live on base or on post, you need a place to shop.
Y. Y is for you, the reason they do the things they have to do. They put their lives on the line and they do it all for you.
Z. Zula for Z and Alpha for A, and Oscar for the letter O. The military uses special words to talk on the radio.
We skipped you. So there you have it from A to Z. The reasons why we want to say thank you to all the veterans who so selflessly serve this great nation of red, white, and blue.
Thank you. Nope, you take it, you take it, you take it.
She used to do it. You have to go get it.
Nope, you take
Thank
it.
you, fourth graders. Today, each student will receive a Month of the Military Child bookmark as a reminder of how special you are and how you will bloom anywhere. Your teachers will find them in their mailbox to distribute.
Hold up, wait.
Where's Parker? Parker's already down there. Parker's already down there.
Well, she's gonna come to the stage, so just say that. Just say it.
Please welcome to the stage Brianna Parker and Brianna Carruthers as they present their military child poems.
Moving to a different state. Let's see how many friends I'll make. New school. It's kind of different, but we will see soon. Outside. I'm not used to this weather, but it will get better. A tour. Seeing this new house is strange, but will it change? It's fine. Making new friends. I hope I blend in. Conflicts. Family isn't doing too great. Hopefully we can stay in this state. Succession. I'm loving this new state. There's nothing here I hate. I relate. Hearing these new stories are sad because they have the same feelings I once had. Checking the time. Family has news. It's time to move. Not again. Do we really have to move?
Dear Dandelion, how do you go so far? Will you ever reach the stars? Dear Dandelion, can you make friends and chat, or are you just like me, a military brat? Dear Dandelion, how do you move overseas while I am just begging not to leave? Dear Dandelion, how do you handle the change, day by day, although it might seem strange? Dear Dandelion, how did you become so strong while I'm trying to belong? Dear Dandelion, we never know where to start, but we have to have love in our heart.
Thank you, ladies. Up next, Miss Robertson's first graders are here to present the poem, I Am a Military Child.
I am a military child.
Boys and girls, we're almost finished. If you could just hang on and be quiet for just a few more minutes. We need to be able to hear the first graders. First graders, we need you to speak really loud, okay? We're going to start over, Natalie, okay?
I am a military child. I am strong. I am flexible.
I am brave.
I am resilient. I am a military child. I serve too. I am a military child. We serve too.
Last but not least, please welcome the 4th and 5th grade Fort Dix Chorus singing Grand Old Flag.
You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. But should all acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. There's a feeling comes a stealing, and it sets my brain a-reeling when I'm listening to the music of a military band. Any tune like Yankee Doodle simply sets me off my noodle. It's that patriotic something that no one can understand. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. But should all acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on a grand old flag. Keep your eye on a grand old flag.
It's hard to snap that thing back in there.
I want us to say that and that.
You are. That's why you're blue and pink.
This concludes our assembly for this morning.
Thank you so much for coming out and helping us to celebrate the month of the military child.
Have a great day.
Wow, thank you very much. Give me my... Get your dirty fingers on it.